The super team of Jumbo Visma, or Visma Lease bike as they're now known, have gone through a dramatic change and transformation in recent years to become the best team in the world, well, at least in terms of Grand Tour racing. And in this transformation of the team, many riders have experienced what can be called a Jumbo effect, where they join the team and then dramatically improve their results as being part of the team. And today we're going to look at 7 riders who have done exactly this. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here as well. First rider on the list is a rider who has already appeared on the channel before, Jan Tratnik, the Slovenian who joined the team in 2023. Granted, he had some great results with Bahrain Victorious before joining, winning a Giro d'Italia stage, which is of note, and he seems to have become more of a well-rounded rider and has gained more confidence since joining the Dutch outfit. In his first year with the team, he was part of the team time trial victory at Paris-Nice, and as well also the team time trial victory at Vuelta a Burgos, before being part of that all-conquering Vuelta a España squad that helped for a 1-2-3 podium finish. In 2024, he had a strong start to the year with a podium in both the Murcia one-day race and Classica High-End, before being part of an impressive Visma Lease bike team at Omloop Het Nieuwsblad, where Tratnik got in the right move towards the closing of the race and managed to outkick his fellow breakaway rider of Niels Pollitt in the sprint, thereby winning the race, his first notable one-day race result. Tratnik now is a far better one-day racer than he was in the past, and as a domestique as well in the Grand Tours, he's provided a fine utility for his Grand Tour leaders, being more all-round and being there in more terrain as well. Tratnik certainly has experienced the Jumbo effect, and we'll see what he can do in the future to come. George Bennett is another rider who has had a big change in results since he joined the team back in 2015 from Cannondale, although not Jumbo Visma or Visma Lease bike at the time. The Kiwi rider transformed from a prospect into a rider who could get credible results. In his time with the team, he managed to win the Amgen Tour of California, as well as even finishing 8th in the Giro d'Italia in 2018. And even on the one-day racing front, he was a force to be reckoned with a second place in the 2020 Il Lombardia and even one Grand Piemonte in the same year. Since he left, he hasn't quite been the same in terms of results, having been at UAE Team Emirates as well, and now he finds himself at Israel Premier Tech. Now we continue to one of the newest signings of the team, and that's Matteo Jorgensen, who joined the team in 2024 and has had a dramatic change in results. The American joined from Movistar and has had an explosive start to the year in terms of the World Tour. It seemed like that when the transfer was announced that he would be merely used as a superstar mystique, but that has not exactly been the case. Matteo Jorgensen was visible at the cobblestone opening Belgian weekend, but he really hit the mark in Paris-Nice, showing some form early on in stage 1, beating out Remco and Roglic for an intermediate sprint, and that was signs of what was to come, before later in the race moving up to second place overall after some strong performances, and on the final stage getting in the right move, and despite not winning the stage, sensationally winning the overall race, something that Jonas Vingegaard didn't do the year before. And on top of that, that meant that Jorgensen got his first World Tour stage race win as well. He wasn't finished there, as the American was strong in E3, finishing inside the top 5, and in the chaotic Dwars door Vlaanderen that the team will remember for other reasons, he even managed to win the race, and that really demonstrated his vast versatility as a rider. And at the Tour of Flanders, he showed exactly what kind of rider he was, as he tried to match Mathieu van der Poel and almost did so on the Koppenberg, but ultimately faded. But it was a flash of what we can expect to see from the American within the team, and certainly he could have a very exciting future in Visma Lease bike. I mean, if we're going to talk about Jumbo effect and our Americans, we can't not mention Sepp Kuss, who joined the team from Rally Cycling in 2018, and since then this American from Colorado has developed from a climbing talent to a rider who has not only won stages in Grand Tours, including a stage in the Tour de France in 2021, but also becoming perhaps the best climbing domestique that we've seen in many years, being part of many victories for the team, including Jonas Vingegaard's wins and Primož Roglic's wins, and topping that off with the 2023 Vuelta a España, where he managed to get in the right breakaway at the right time, taking over the leader's jersey and held off his rivals, including attacks from his own teammates, to win the overall, becoming the first American to do so since Chris Horner, and it was a sensational win for the rider that seemed to only be a climbing domestique. Incredible rider, and in that year as well, he also rode all 3 Grand Tours, which meant he was part of all 3 of the wins for the team. Roglic may have been a bit annoyed with that and attacked his teammate, unfortunately, but we may as well add him in here. He may not be with the team anymore. However, his change as a rider since he signed from Adria Mobile in 2016 to becoming a Vuelta a España conquering stage race winning machine was quite magnificent. Roglic really matured with the team, and at the end was really a force of nature and evolved as the team did as well. His leadership, his confidence, and the all-roundness of Roglic was really something to behold. Moving on from Roglic, and Christophe Laporte is another rider who has enjoyed this Jumbo effect and might be the most evident one in this short time he's been with the team. The sprinter had been with confidence since 2014, winning 21 races in his career, but no World Tour wins and no Grand Tour wins to his name. That changed in 2022 when he changed to Jumbo Visma. Not only did he win his first win on his second race day with the team in the dominant Paris-Nice opening stage, but he went on to finish second to his teammate Wout van Aert in E3 that year, and second in Gent-Wevelgem to the historic win of Biniam Girmay before a top 10 finish at Tour of Flanders, and a dominant Tour de France for him and the team. He was up there helping before winning on stage 19, which was remarkable for him and a relief as a French rider. He carried this form into the Tour of Denmark, where he didn't just win the Queen stage of the race, but also won the stage race overall. Laporte wasn't quite done, as at the World Championships in Australia, he managed to finish second in the sprint after Remco had gone up the road, and he also won the Frank Vandenbroek Memorial, capping off an incredible start for the rider. And next we have to move on to another rider who's up here on the channel, and that is of course Jonas Vingegaard, who's an obvious name to this list, joining the team in 2019 at only 22 years old from Colo Quick. Check out the full story of Jonas in the caption as well, but fundamentally the young Dane transformed into a double Tour de France winner. Maybe this was due to the fact that he didn't have access to the same facilities as a top World Tour team had available, or the same race program as well. But one of the biggest changes certainly on this list, and Vingegaard is a tremendous talent. He's demonstrated not only the evolution as a rider within the team, the leadership, and going from the quiet, shy rider who joined to now being a leader that is able to drive the forces within a Grand Tour setting and even dominate on a one-week stage race setting as well is quite remarkable. And in the interview that he did here on the channel, he also spoke about the challenges of being in the leader's jersey, and that is certainly something he has conquered since then. And Jonas Vingegaard will have to wait and see how high his ceiling will go with the team. So is there something to this? Do riders get a boost from joining Visma Lease bike? Let me know down in the comments what you think, and check out the other effect that also happens with another team, Quickstep. When riders leave Quickstep, they sometimes disappear, or when riders join Ineos Grenadiers, sometimes they also disappear. So check those videos out here, and of course, as always, thank you for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And with that, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next one.